We are in northern Rwanda, trekking up the mountain in search of the Susa group of mountain gorillas. They were named after a local river and total 38 animals. It's tough going. This group was seen yesterday at a height of about 9,000 feet, an elevation gain of more than 2,000 feet from our starting point. Trackers left early in the morning to find the new location of the group. Although gorillas are on the move all day, they don't go very far, foraging for food along the way. The mountain is covered in mist, and some rain is inevitable up this high. Our guide told us that we were very close now. Wow, this is an incredible experience. The Susa group is one of 8 groups here in Rwanda. All are habituated to the presence of humans, allowing us the opportunity to observe them in their natural environment. Now that's an impressive entrance. He's Karira, the dominant silverback. There are 3 other silverbacks in this group. Gorillas maintain a strict hierarchy, and a silverback low in status may live to form his own group. Males reach silverback status at the age of 12. That's Muganga and her new baby, which looks to be only a few months old. For the 3 to 4 years that the baby stays with its mother, it will learn which foods to eat, social and sexual behavior. Mothers care for their babies with great affection, patience, and playfulness. Gorillas eat some 200 types of leaves, tubers, flowers, fruit, fungus, and some insects. Favorite foods include bamboo, thistles, and wild celery. They do not drink water, obtaining moisture from the foliage they consume. Poppy is the oldest female in this group. She was named by Diane Fossey 25 years ago when she was studying the Rwanda gorillas. It was through the efforts of this courageous primatologist that these magnificent animals are still around for us to see. That's Getty, a curious juvenile. Each gorilla has a unique nose print, which allows for individual identification. Watching them for a while brings out their individual personalities. When leopards roamed this region, gorillas slept in trees. Now they nest on the ground, finding a different location each night. Young ones still find the trees to be a wonderful play area. After a night in Entebbe, we traveled south by safari vehicle to Lake Maboro National Park to film birds, zebras, impala, and other grazing animals. Then we crossed the border into Rwanda, making 3 treks to view mountain gorillas and 1 to see the elusive golden monkey. Crossing back into Uganda, we entered the windy impenetrable forest, home to another group of mountain gorillas located just north of the Virunga mountain range. Next stop was the magnificent Queen Elizabeth National Park, home to elephants, lions, leopards, hippos, buffalo, all the wonderful animals associated with the African continent. Just north is Kabale National Park, home to a large group of chimpanzees, who sometimes tolerated our intrusion into their morning routines. After a full day's drive on unpaved roads, we reached Murchison Falls National Park, located on the Nile River. The main attractions here are the massive Nile crocodiles and hippos that line its banks. In all, we traveled more than 2,000 miles, mostly on unpaved and poorly maintained roads. A magnificent adventure. We stayed at a variety of lodges during the 24 days we spent in Uganda and Rwanda, ranging from simple tented camps with no running water and minimal solar-powered lighting to more substantial resorts. One of our favorites was Virunga Lodge, located high in the hills about 1 hour from Volcanoes National Park in Rwanda. After entering Lake Maboro National Park, we were greeted by a small herd of zebra. Several varieties of antelope make up the bulk of the grazing animals in all the game parks we visited, so we grouped them in order to see their similarities and differences, the inches at the shoulder. The Ugandan kob is the most populous of the antelopes and was found in all the game parks we visited. It is similar to the impala, but does not have the black stripe that appears on the back of each thigh. Female impalas form herds of 10 to 50 or more and wander in and out of male territories. If they start to leave the territory, the male tries to herd them back to the center. The hartebeest gets its name from the heart-shaped space between its horns. Although not quite as large as its relative, the hartebeest, the topi has a similar body shape. Both sexes in both species have thick, heavily ringed horns. The waterbuck is a beautiful animal. Despite its name, it is not truly aquatic, nor much at home in the water or swamps. It does, however, take refuge there to escape predators.
At the time of dinophosy, they were giving the identification of the groups in numbers depending on which group you have seen first.
Oh my! Showing off for the audience. We are so fortunate to be here. Each person paid $375 for the privilege of spending 1 hour with the gorillas. And we had to book our permits almost 1 year in advance. There are only 720 mountain gorillas in the world, divided among Rwanda, Uganda, and Congo. In Congo, a mature female appears to be pregnant. Females can conceive at about the age of 10 and generally raise 4 to 6 children in their 40 to 45 years of life. Gestation is 9 months, like humans, and only 1 baby is born each pregnancy. Twins are exceedingly rare. Gorillas are the largest and most powerful of the apes. Adult males reach an average height of 4 to 5 feet and weigh from 300 to 500 pounds. Females are smaller, but both are tremendously powerful, possessing the ability to tear branches from bushes and uproot small trees. They spend their days quietly, either in a leisurely search for food or relaxing in a social setting. Agashaya is the only silverback in this group. Male gorillas will not mate with their siblings or offspring, hence the need for other silverbacks. A typical group this size would have 1 or 2 additional mature silverbacks. Sometimes females will seek out other groups or males will join this group, preventing inbreeding. The next day, we trekked up the mountain to the Sabino group, consisting of 10 gorillas. The Park Service provided a sheet showing pictures of all the gorillas in each group, so that we could identify them by their distinctive nose prints. The dominant silverback is Uganda. There is a second silverback in the group named Ryango. This is clearly breakfast time. Gorillas sleep about 13 hours each night and rest for several hours at midday. They build new sleeping nests every night by bending nearby plants into a springy platform, usually on the ground or in low trees. When not resting, they spend most of their time looking for food. Gorillas are generally quiet. They are not physically capable of making the same sounds as humans. However, they do generate about 25 distinct noises, including hoots, screams, high-pitched barks, and grunts, which our guides learn to imitate. Our guide is explaining that gorillas rarely drink water, getting all the moisture they need from plants. This juvenile probably saw his reflection in the water and decided to sample it. Our hour is up, and it's time to leave the Sabino group and the gorillas of Rwanda.
So what did you think of the gorillas?
They were great. It was, we were looking at one and my wife said, "Stop." And I thought she was going to take my picture. I didn't realize there was a little gorilla right behind me, like within a foot or two.
Wonderful. It was fantastic. You can't describe it from reading it in a book.
The seal in this environment is just out of the world. Love it.